Welcome back to Kicking It Back. Today is Tuesday, April 19th. If you're watching on the YouTube, you can kind of see we got a little bit of a different vibe kind of cooking right now. We got a couple beverages. We're on the couch. We're sitting back. We got the boom arms out. This is great.
Dude, it's nice to be back. Couple weeks off.
We have taken a break. We figured it was a good time, which we're just going to jump on us two today. Just have a little fun, chop some jaw, as Noah Heron and the frat boys like to say. You laughed at that. That was good. Come on.
What have you been up to?
Dude, school. I mean, you know how it is. End of semester. Everything's getting crazy. The final, a big chapter of our lives kind of ending right now. Madeline pointed that out to me, and she asked if I was sad. And I was like, no, I don't think I'm sad. But now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like...
Are you sad?
I'll miss some aspects of it. Like, I don't know. Like, living, like, this is one, all right? Like, I've lived with Tom all 4 years. Good guy, whatever. We've gotten used to living together. Lived with Zach for 2. Grew up with Zach my whole life, whatever. Living with Matt Kravanik has been like something that I am very grateful that I did. Like at first, I wasn't like overly excited, and that's not a disrespect to Matt. It just wasn't like, I don't know, guys just don't get excited about that stuff. But like, I don't know. I see Matt now in the morning, and my day just like is a little better. Like we'll be walking. He goes to the gym at like 5 a.m. some days, and I leave pretty early. Some days I'll leave like 7, 6. Usually I'm like an 8:30, 9 o'clock. It's usually 8, and I walk by Matt in the street, and Matt's like. Hey man, have a good day today. Like he hugs me up, and I'm like, man, you just kind of made my mood better. Like I don't know, like yeah. So I'm gonna miss some aspects. I'm gonna miss messing around with the guys. You know how it is, but yeah. How about you? I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't think. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna miss college. I'm ready.
You're ready?
So ready to go.
I think I'd be more ready if I knew what I was gonna do with my life.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. What are you looking at?
That's the thing. I'm looking at anything. Problem is, I'm studying finance, as I've said on this show. I'm good with numbers, sure. My GPA is great, whatever. I just don't see myself sitting at a desk imputing numbers all day. I just can't see myself living that role. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I'm not opposed to like a sales position to start off. I know that's kind of like a riskier, you're kind of dependent on your ability, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would have more fun doing that than I would just like sitting at a desk on Excel all day. That's just my thought, but that's just who I am. I don't know. What about you? What are your...
Well, I get to break the news to you. I just accepted a job offer today.
Ooh, where at?
It's called Live Person. It's a AI company. So, when you go to a website like Chipotle, for example, and you have a complaint with your order and it pops up in the bottom right like a little chat box, that's what I'll be selling. So Chipotle is one of their biggest customers, nice. Home Depot.
So you sell this product? Yeah. So for people's websites, it's like an add-on almost?
Yeah. So cool. I just accepted that today.
That's awesome. Congrats, dude.
Thanks,
I didn't know.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I was holding it in so it could be like...
That's cool. Yeah. No, that's what this is about today.
But yeah, super cool. I was going through the interview process with 3 or 4 different companies, all for sales roles. And it's really... I was being picky. I was like, I don't want to find a spot and like a couple months in and be like, this is horrible. So Adam Weber, I was actually interviewing with his company sales role. Turned out didn't want that so much. Carlone from the Country Club.
Yeah.
I was looking at, I actually had an offer from his company as well, but the one I got for this tech software sales, it's like, I have to take it. So
yeah, that's sweet, dude. That's cool. You found like a kind of a shoe that fits.
Mm-hmm.
Sales isn't, like I said, it could be a little scary, and I understand that, but the way I look at it is I trust my ability to talk to people, especially if you believe in the product. Yeah. Like that product actually sounds like it's beneficial. Right. So are those actually robots on the other end?
Yeah. So they actually...
I knew it. I always get into fights with them, dude.
They just like acquired 2 other companies. It was like a merger. They now have a voice feature. So if you want to talk to them, it'll be a robot behind talking to them as well on the phone.
Okay.
But yeah, it is animated robots.
Like
behind.
They have a robot.
It's like queued up so they know what you're going to ask for.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I guess I never thought about like a company like that, but
yeah,
it's genius.
It's funny because my cousin works here, Colin.
Okay.
He's the one he was like, dude, you got to get into this. Like some guy just left for a different company. The role's open.
Interesting. Like, that's how it should be. I feel like, I don't know.
And it was really awesome because I started the process last week with Carlone's company, and they were pushing me. They gave me the offer Tuesday, and they told me that I had to know by Friday. So tomorrow, I'm like, this wacky. is like a big life decision for me. I want to take a little bit. And they were like kind of caught off guard, and I was like, yeah, I just want to make sure it's right for me. And I started the interview process with this company that I accepted the offer from on Monday. So they got me an interview on Monday, interview on Tuesday, and the final one was yesterday. So they moved me along through the process so quick.
Yeah, interesting. And then you just knew that was the fit?
Yeah, we'll talk after.
Yeah, no, I get you. I just, like you said, it was like one of those, like kind of the three, because you said like the one company said they needed a decision by Friday. This company, you made a decision in 24 hours.
So for that one that I was looking at, it wasn't so much a sales role, it was a recruiter role. So I would be, that company gets contracts with, let's say, the Cleveland Clinic. Okay, Cleveland Clinic needs 7 nurse positions filled. I would go out and find those nurses and put them in those positions.
Okay.
So I would get commission based off of that. So it's kind of sales. You're selling people, not so much a product.
Yeah.
But the other opportunity was a lot better.
For sure. Yeah. No, that's sweet, dude. It's weird because like I'm learning right now that like having connections and like that's something like caddying, like we've tried to like build, like you just said, Carlone and whatnot. You need a connection in this world, and that's like sad. Like myself, like if I go apply, like I don't know what else I really could have like.
Right.
I'm not gonna like flaunt and say I'm the greatest thing to walk the earth, but like my resume is pretty built up. I've been working for a while. Like you talk to any, like I've had leadership roles in all my jobs. Like I don't know, maybe not caddying, but like I don't know. I would say I was like we were in the top percentage of caddies at the country club. And, like, I don't know, like, I don't, like, my GPA is high. Like, I've done a bunch of stuff. We started a podcast. We've done, like, you know what I mean? Like, we've got a bunch of stuff on the resume. It's impossible to just, like, walk into a role.
And coming back to that, like, you have a really high GPA, which is awesome. The funny part is I took my GPA off my resume, and they didn't ask me about it once. I could have had a 2.0 walking into that interview. They would have had no idea.
Yeah.
It's just, like, school's great, but at the same time, like, make those connections. The role that I got was you have to have experience of at least a year. So I only got it because my cousin worked there.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Like there's no shot I would have got that if I just applied.
Yeah, that's funny. I was actually working with that one guy I was telling you about, and I actually just took my GPA off my resume. And he goes, honestly, like, I know it makes mom and dad proud, but like at the end of the day, if it's not from Harvard, I really don't care about your GPA.
Right.
He literally said that. He's like, if it's not like from like a top notch school, he's like, it's not a big deal at all.
Right? Isn't that a crazy thought that like networking is 100% more important?
For sure.
Obviously pass your classes and stuff, but like if you can talk to people,
for sure,
you're gonna make so much farther.
Yeah, my GPA was more okay. So like, I mean, you're in the same aspect. We're like paying for school and whatnot. And mine was just more of like a, I don't know. I felt like that's like what the school associates you with. As dumb as that sounds, like you're just kind of a number.
Oh, 100%.
Like we just got our graduation stuff and we are numbers. Like you're line number this. Like we're not going to call you by name, but you're in this line. Like I don't know. So like I wanted to make the most out of like my learning from it, and I've learned a ton. But like at the end of the day, like I'm at the standstill where it's like I've learned a ton, but I'm just not necessarily sure that that's the path I want to go down. And like I just kind of picked finance because when you're caddying at the country club and you're asking all these rich people what they studied, and they're like, "Oh, I went to finance, but it meant nothing." Okay, I'm good with numbers. I'll do finance, get the degree, and then hopefully go from there. That's kind of like what it was, but. Yeah, like I said, man, it can get frustrating when you don't know what you want to do. So that's sweet. You got that locked up for now.
Appreciate that. What do you think you're going to be doing this summer?
That's tough, man. I got some. I'm still got a couple interviews and whatnot. I don't want to like jinx anything.
Right.
But I mean, right now I'm looking I'm going on a couple vacations early May. I would love to just like hang out. Maybe caddy for the summer. Ideally, I wouldn't want to start an actual job until September.
Nice.
I know that's ideal situation. If the right opportunity came and they're like, we need you to start May 1st, I'd be there May 1st. That's not at all. I'm just saying, like, if I was being picky, I would love, like, one last summer, I can make good money caddying. We could really push this, give this, like, one last, step to the gas, just kind of, like, see if we can get a spark going somewhere. I know we always say it, but like imagine if like this is what we did, man. We had like professionals taking care of all the other BS stuff. We just showed up, interviewed cool people, and left. Like that's like what it was. Like that'd be so sweet. I know we're far from that. Don't get me wrong, but like I guess it only takes like that one person to come on and like spark an interview that's almost
or have
like,
a connection.
Yeah, exactly. Like oh, you guys need to do this. I was saying like even like someone like the Cleveland Browns, right? I feel like having like idiots like us come in, right? We interview like one of their players. They could start a podcast. They're going to steal this idea now. You're going to see this in a year. And you call it like More Than a Brown. And we talk about everything other than fucking football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just imagine if like we just like, I feel like we'd be good just like chatting it up with people. It should kind of show like they always promote that these guys are more than athletes. Like let's give them a platform and just talk. They could wear their cool shoes. I'll wear my cool shoes. You could wear your New Balances and your Nikes. We'd be chilling. Like I don't know. But like I said, this summer, right now the plan is just to caddy. I've been trying not to get too overwhelmed with the whole thing because like it can get very frustrating at times. Like
especially because you're like you spend 4 years and then you're looking for a job.
For sure. You spend 4 years and you work your ass off,
Yeah.
man. Like, I have, like, grinded for 4 years because, like, everyone's like, oh, it'll be worth it at the end. It'll be worth it at the end. And I'm not saying it wasn't worth it, but, like, I'm going to graduate with the highest academic honors at Ohio State. What did it get me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I slaved away. Now, I think I did a fairly good job of, like, balancing actual life and, like, having fun while I was down there. I'm not, like, a huge party goer. I mean, when I have fun, but, like, I'm not a guy that's going out on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night to go drink and then, you know, doing it again on Saturday. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've just taken a step back. I've reached out to some people. You know, I'm hopefully gonna have some interviews this next upcoming week, and we'll go from there. We're just gonna one day at a time. Take care of your business, move forward. That's my goal.
Where are you going on vacation?
Got a couple. So I am beginning of May going to Florida with the family.
Nice.
A little family trip. It's
I
for
think
my
I'm
graduation.
house-sitting for you.
Okay, so you're gonna watch the dogs again.
think so, yeah.
Awesome. You can sleep in my new room. I got a new room.
Nice.
It was mom and dad's last push to keep me in the state. I swear they moved me to Sam's big room. And, you know, they were like, "Come on, we're gonna give this guy a reason to stay." And then end of May, you know, I wish I could tell you where we're going. It's with my Hosviches. It's their family vacation. Hilton Head, maybe.
Nice.
I want to say it's Hilton Head.
Nice.
I could be wrong though. I'm questioning it as we're sitting here, but I think it's Hilton Head. There was talks of rumblings of going to Vegas with some family in the like June, July, but then it was like, oh, it'll be too hot. Whatever. I'm not stressed about that. And then we're going on the golf trip in August.
Yeah. Are you committing? Is
I
that
would
official
like,
commitment?
So here's
up.
my flaw.
Hold
okay,
up.
you hear me out. I got to buy a car.
Right.
Okay, my financial situation. I want to be open about it. It's not the greatest. It's not terrible. I've
Not
saved
many
up.
college kids have.
Yeah, exactly. But like when you're buying a car right now with this market, if anyone's unfamiliar, it's not a good time to be buying a car. It's a great time to be selling one, but at the end of the day, you're going to pay it on another one. So I'm in a flaw where like used cars are like more expensive than new cars.
Right.
So at this point, I could lease a car and then I could pay, you know, crazy amount of money for the lease in 3 years. Or I could fork up the extra 2 years of money, maybe throw a little bit more down on a down payment and own the car after 5 years. So that's where my predicament is.
And then you're going to move out of state and you're not even going to need it because you're going to be in an apartment or something.
Dude, I would live in New York City. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to like be one of those Wall Street guys.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a high GPA, but like I talk to some of these kids, they live and breathe numbers, man. Like that is the one thing I will say. I had a couple presentations and everyone was like, oh, how'd it go? I'm like, you stick me in a room with a bunch of finance guys, I'm going to shine. Like if I'm talking in front of people, because like these people just are not as personable as me.
No,
and it's
100%.
it's not an offensive thing to them. They are way smarter
But the
than me.
numbers that they have gone,
Exactly. But if you put them in front of a crowd and said, oh, talk to them, I can get up there and just like, you know, I was cracking jokes. I was doing everything. They are just like script by script using note cards. Like that's just, you know, it's not anything bad, but it's just like finance people tend to not have personalities. That's what I was hoping was going to separate me from the bunch. But sadly, you just don't want your finance people having too many personalities. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true.
You don't need them to have a personality, I guess, at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah, but how about you? You going anywhere this summer? Anything fun?
No,
When's the job start?
May 16th.
Okay,
So I got a week.
right into it.
Yeah, I got a week to chill. I was gonna start the day after graduation, but they said they'd give me a week.
So you done caddying?
Yeah.
I was,
I was really gonna caddy on the weekends, but I'm gonna work and then we got the bounce house stuff on the weekends. So
send it to Kozar that if you didn't have to buy a bib, I don't know what he's charging for those nowadays.
He never got back to me.
Really?
Emailed him. No.
He knew. He just knew.
Yeah, I guess so. I was relieved when I got the job because that meant that if I accepted the other offer, I was still going to caddy on the weekends. This one, I can chill.
Yeah, I was going to say you can sit back. That's sweet. I like caddying. I think
I
awesome
love it.
gig.
It's awesome.
Like I said, I was hoping to not be in the position to have to do it again, but it is what it is. I guess there's a good way to word it. You know, I did a lot to like work on myself post school this year. I would say I did a lot of steps to like, I don't know, like you just said, like taking the GPA off the resume. I did a lot of like, I wanted to learn like more of that aspect of it. I wanted to learn the business, how to like the connection.
Right.
I talked to a lot of people. I did a lot of people. I messaged a lot of people. Like, it's funny how out of my way I go on LinkedIn. I go on all these places to just reach out to people and be like, hey, if you ever need someone, you know, here's my resume. Here it is. You know, I would love to just sit down and have a conversation with you. Majority of them just don't even get back. Not at the end of the world. But, like, I don't know. If I see a company that I feel like I would, like, wake up on a Monday morning and be like, I get to go to work today. Like, I feel like that's kind of my goal. But yeah, I don't know. It'll all work out. At least that's what I keep telling myself. I mean, I'm trying to put myself in situations where it will work out. So you know what? You can't ask for more out of yourself.
And people say it's such a good job market right now, and I agree. But like, I was applying for jobs for a month and a half, which
you don't even get calls back.
No, you don't. It's if you don't know someone, it is really hard to get a job.
Yeah,
and I truly can't imagine trying to get a job when it's not a good job market.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be like.
For sure. It's frustrating, man. Like I apply left and right. Anything that I'm like, this is something I'd be interested in, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you just don't even like hear anything back. And it's like, man, like what else could I have done to like.
Are you looking for like sales roles?
I've thought about sales. Like I said, I started leaning towards sales just because I feel like it'd be better than sitting at a desk. Yeah. But I'm literally open to anything. Someone could tell me, I could come in, someone could come in and be like, I want you to do this. I feel like you'd be a good fit. Maybe we have some conversations. They're like, maybe you're not good here, but I want you to be good here.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I don't know. I'm open to any potential offer.
Yeah. The role I took, it's all remote. So it's a completely online company.
Yeah, that's sweet.
There's 2 offices, one in Seattle, one in New York. You can go in whenever you want. If you just want to change the scenery, you just fly there, stay there for the week or whatever, get to be in the office.
Yeah.
It's just no one's going to be there. Actually, some people might be there if they had the same idea as you. But a nice little perk that I didn't even know until my cousin told me is any federal holiday. Okay, so 4th of July falls on a Monday. Mm-hmm. The working day prior is a half day for the whole company.
That's nice.
Isn't that just something that's like, oh, that's cool. They didn't even tell me that, but I'm like, that's so sick. So like, I mean, a Friday half day, that's sick.
Matt Kravanik's got it hooked up. He accepted a job at Ernst & Young.
Yeah.
And
he's going to work crazy hours.
Yeah, but like holidays, 4th of July, I'm pretty sure they get like a whole week off. Christmas, they get a whole week off. They give them like good spans in there. So like he'll work hard.
I've heard those guys work like 60, 70 hours.
They get compensated for it though, I'm sure. So it's it's a very frustrating process when you're in college. And like I said, I'll just speak for myself on this. When you work, I've worked endlessly to like prepare myself for the next step, and then it feels like the next step's here, but it's not here.
Right.
And like luckily I have a good support system around me. Everyone kind of keeps me like sane when I'm like starting to get frustrated about it. It's like, man, I'm like having no luck anywhere.
It's a good thing you're not like forced out on the street if you don't find something.
For sure.
Like the opportunity to move back in with our parents is huge.
For sure. And what kills my head is I would love to be able to like move across the country with Madeline, and like I plan to, if like that's if it makes sense logically. It's just one of those things where like like I said, like I have to buy a car. I have all these obligations, so I feel so pressured to
it's tough. Yeah. That's a big choice to make.
Yeah, it gets frustrating, and then it's like, how do you want to like go move across the country when you know what I mean? You can barely afford life here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. I like to think I'm smart enough that I'll figure it out. I guess a good way to word it is I'm not afraid to have to go like work some dumb jobs, like the wrestling tournaments. Does everyone out there think I wanted to like wake up at 4 a.m. for some of these tournaments No, but it paid well, and you know what? It helped pay for my college house. It helped pay for the groceries. Like I just did it. Like it.
Definitely.
I grew to enjoy it because like it's just, why not? That's another thing with life. Like a lot of like I'm like acting like I have it rough right now. I'm so thankful for everything I have. Like, you know what I mean? Like I live such a great life. I just spent 2 years in Columbus. Obviously I was paying for the house, but like I was paying for the house to like for the memories. Like it was fun. Like I'm glad I did it.
And you got the chance to do that. Like,
exactly.
You were in the position where you had that choice to go do that.
Yeah, my parents saved up money for me what they could when I was growing up and whatnot. Like I had a good like jump start. Like I didn't have to take out any loans till my second semester of college in my second year.
Yeah.
So like I was smart with my money. Mansfield obviously helped. Yeah. I didn't take out crazy loans, but like now I'm like I just get so in my head about it, and I don't know if it's money obsession or if like you know what I mean. And like I said, I think it's just having to buy a car, everything. It's like wanting to move, but like knowing it logically doesn't make sense at the moment. Like it just all it can get frustrating. But like I said, my support crew around me, they keep me. They like yourself though. Like you guys, everyone just kind of like relax. Like you know what I mean. Like
it'll happen.
Keep doing the things. It'll work out how it's supposed to. And like that can get frustrating, but I do believe it. So we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't really have anything else going on in life at the moment.
Dude, we went to Nashville. This was a great story. This is terrific. So it is a Friday a few weeks ago. We filmed our last podcast on this day. Okay. I got off. I think I did some editing on it. got kind of tired. I think I was like, all right, I'm gonna go downstairs, hanging out with Zach and Tom. Everybody's like, yeah, we're so bored. I'm like, what do we want to do? I'm like, and like we were talking about going to the bars. I'm like, dude, I just get so tired of like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, where's the like closest? I'm like, what's the weather like in Nashville? This is what I said. What's the weather like in Nashville tomorrow? I said, let's take a drive tonight, get a stupid hotel, go play some golf, like get outside. And Zach goes, why don't we just go to Nashville? Like, just like go. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't like, come on, man. It's at this point, it's 5:30. I'm like, we're not going to Nashville. So Zach's the kind of guy that like when Zach wants to do something like this, he does it. Like he just wouldn't let it go. He's pushing us. He's like, come on, we're going to Nashville. We're going to Nashville. Tom and I'll be honest, Tom and I were the ones that were like, dude, it's not happening. Yeah. Like, whatever. 6:30 rolls around. Zach texts in the group chat and says, Nashville. He texts Cam and he's like, you want to go to Nashville? Cam wakes up and he's like, I'm just seeing this, but if you guys are going, I'm in. So I'm like, now it's only me. So then somehow Pat, I don't know how Pat hears about this Nashville trip. But Pat is texting. He's walking to a party. He goes, I just left. I'm turning around like middle of campus. I'm going back to my house to pack. And I'm like, all right, at this point, like everyone seems pretty into it.
I don't even believe Pat did not pack. He didn't pack. Dude, he didn't bring a toothbrush. No, he didn't bring a change of clothes.
I didn't bring a toothbrush. I'll be the first to admit that. We haven't even gotten that far yet, though. No. So it's like, at this point, it's like 7 o'clock. I'm in. I'm like at the point where I'm like, if we could find a reasonable hotel, like I'm at, like I said, with the car situation and everything, I get in my own head and I'm like, you know what? I need to just, this needs to like finance, like I can't just go blow $500 this weekend. Like Nashville's expensive. So I'm like, all right, let's find a place to stay. I'm like, if we find something reasonable that's like not far from Broadway, I'm like, which is the main street on Nashville, I'm like, I'll go. Like, I'm in. Yeah. Tom at this point is like kind of pissed because like Tom did not want to go. And like Tom will tell you this. He was a little frustrated that I committed because it kind of seemed like, in which I probably was at the time, just trying to put it on him. Like, I know Tom's not going to say yes, so like I'm just going to say it's on Tom. We asked Matt. Matt is a nerd. Matt doesn't go. I hope you're listening to this, Matt.
Yeah, why didn't he go?
Dude, we asked him, and thank God he didn't, honestly, because we did not have room in that car. Right. But, like, he already had plans to go out with his buddies down there, and, like, we were going to go to that because, like, you know, like I said, we had nothing going on. We were going to just go. And we were like, dude, let's just go, you know, like, it was like out of a movie. Like, oh, let's go to Nashville. Yeah. So we were like, Criv, you want to go to Nashville? And he goes, you're never going to go to Nashville. And I think that's kind of what fueled it. Like, all right, fuck Criv. We're going to Nashville. Going to Nashville. So we're looking at hotels. Everything's like $500 a night. And at this point, we're going to get in at 2 a.m. We're going to spend $500. We're like, dude, this is so stupid. I'm like, why don't we leave in the morning? And then Cam's like, we're not going to go if we push it off till tomorrow. I go, that's valid. Like, we're not. Yeah. So we're texting the group chat that it's not happening. I'm like, I've tried for every hotel. Like, I was calling places, couldn't find anything. Everything was booked or $500 a night. Josh Zabo in the group chat can't go, and he's like, doesn't Brian Hamill live down there? And I'm like,
Josh Zabo?
Yeah, out of all people. I don't even know if he knows who Brian Hamill is.
He probably doesn't know who that is. I'm like, what?
I'm like, holy shit. So I hang up. We're on a group FaceTime is what it was, actually. And I'm like, yeah, I can't find anything. Zabo's like, doesn't Hamill live down there? I'm like, oh my fuck. So I call Hamill. I'm like, hey, weird question. It's like 8:30 at this point, right? Like, it's so late. He's like, what up, bro? And I'm like, and only Hama answers. He's like in the grocery store. Like, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm in the grocery store and Brian Hama FaceTimes me, I'm not answering. Yeah, right?
I could see him saying that. What up, bro?
Yeah. Like he just answers like so nonchalant. Like, you know, that's just how Hama is. Just an awesome dude. He's like, what up, man? And I'm like, hey, any chance is a weird, but can me and a couple buddies come stay at your place tonight? Yeah, sure, man. I actually just left the doors unlocked. He didn't lock the door. He's like, my roommates are out of town. They can't know. They're playing baseball. He didn't travel with the team this weekend. I don't know what, you know, whatever there. But he's like, yeah, you guys can come. And I'm like, okay, we're coming. So I start packing. He's like, let me call you in 5. My phone's about to die. So then he calls me and he's like, all right, who's all coming? He's like trying to get the details, which, you know, he should. Right. I'm like, yeah, so it's going to be me, Zach, Tom. I'm telling him, you know, Pat, Cam. I go, you don't know Pat. I'm like, we're all like good dudes. We're not going to be stealing anything. We're not going to be like eating your food or anything. You know, I'm like, we'll respect our stay. And he's like, yeah, I don't care. He just set a couple ground rules. He's like, don't go into the roommates' rooms. And I'm like, you know, he's just being a good roommate. Right. He's like, yeah, I'm going to my girlfriend's tonight, so I won't see you there. He goes, the door's unlocked. Dude, this apartment complex, we could rob any house in this place. Like, we were walking through at 2 a.m, like nothing. Like, we had no idea where we're walking up and down the halls trying to find the room. No idea. So we go in, we get in, we're like, wow, this is perfect, dude. He's got a pull-out bed, he's got a couch, he had like a big cushion that was like a mattress. We're all making, like, it was terrific. So we sleep. Tom is snoring heavy, dude. Kendra, God bless your soul. All right, I'm gonna be honest here. No, we wake up, so we're energized. We're like, you wake up the next morning, you're like, wow, we really fucking went to Nashville. Like, we're here. We go on Broadway at 10:30 a.m. being fucking dumb tourist. We drink nonstop. So Jim sent Cam some money and was like, senior year, you know, have a little nice trip. Ethan Engelke sent him money for green tea shots. Was like, you know, so like we had some free play is what we were calling it. We went through the free play in the first hour. We were like hammered. So we're like, all right, we need to go get lunch. It's like 12 o'clock, right? We're like, we need to go get lunch. I'm like, I got like assembly, the food hall. I'm like, there's everything there. Everyone will be happy. We go there. Everyone's happy. We eat. We go out to the bars. So at this point, we go to this random chicken place. It's like 8 o'clock. I am just drunk off my mind. I am like, we're all hammered. Cam can't even stand. Cam's outside leaning on a street sign trying to keep himself up. We're all hammered. So I'm like, it's like 9:30 rolls around after we eat. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. I'm like, we went to another bar. We went into Kid Rock's. I'm like, I will not like make it home. Like I will get a public intox before. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. At least I was mature enough to like realize it. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. So I go home. Cam's like, I gotta come with you, dude. Like we were like struggling to stand in this bar. Like we were not gonna like. They know drunks like us. So we walk down the street, get in our Uber, go home. Great guy. We tipped him significantly well, way more than his services probably earned, but whatever. So we had a good time. We wake up at 2 a.m. to these drunk idiots walking into the house. They're so loud. I'm at this point, I've already been asleep for 4 hours. Yeah. I'm like feeling good. Like it's to the point where I'm hungover now and I go back to sleep and I wake up and I'm fine. So they're keeping us up for an hour. It's funny, whatever. We move on. Zach and Tom are snoring, dude. Okay. But like Zach's got a drunk snore and he's drinking nothing but vodka Red Bulls for the last 5 hours. So his snore's at 1,000,000 miles per hour. It's like, it is unbelievable how like, and then Tom's just got his powerhouse and like we felt bad for Tom because we were letting Tom have it the first night and Zach was way worse the second night. But it was like Zach's one was the drunk snore and two, we like genuinely were concerned about his health. It sounded like he was struggling to get air in his pipes. So
you called Tom's the powerhouse.
Dude, Tom, I have a video of me in the morning and I'm laying in bed and you just hear these freaking machine guns going back and forth. We should Instagram that. We'll clip this and put it in on Instagram. Dude, and the video doesn't do it justice, but it was to the point Cam left. He went and slept in like the hallway because he couldn't like sleep. So I that night I'm sleeping and I'm like living the life. I have this pull-out bed to myself because Cam left. I'm like across the bed. Yeah. I wake up and Pat is on top of me in the middle of the night. It looks like he's about to mount me. I'm like, what is going on? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, you know, we're both still drunk. I'm like looking at him and it's like blurry. He's just on top of me.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, he's like on all fours over me. And I'm like, he's like, I'm just trying to get in the bed. I'm like, yeah, no problem, man. So he gets in the bed, right? And he's like, hey, is it cool if I get a little blanket? Is it cool if I get a little blanket? I'm like, I can't even talk. I have a smoker's cough going. No, I'm like, yeah, bro. So I give him a little blanket. So then he wedges his way onto my pillow. So at this point, we're sharing a blanket and a pillow. I wake up and I'm off the pillow and have no blanket. He's got it all. I'm like, of course. So at this point, it's like 8 a.m. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm going to get the troops rallied here. So I go, I shower, I wake up. Cam gets up, goes and showers. I'm trying to get the boys. Zach had a rule the night before. He said, don't fucking wake me up before 9. He was the driver. So I said, I'm not waking him up before 9. He was mad. So 9 o'clock fucking hits. We are fucking, all right, Zach, let's go, buddy. He is like, dude. So we finally got it moving. But yeah, we went to Nashville like totally last second. It was terrific. It was a great time.
A little blanket?
Dude, that's what I'm like, oh yeah, dude. So I give, and this blanket was actually a large blanket. Yeah. So like there was plenty for both of us. But that's why he came out of the bed. He said he was so cold on the floor that he had to like get somewhere. And he said he stood up, he looked around, so I was in the bed by myself. And I was laying diagonal, so that's why he was on top of me. But like, if someone had like a 3D camera, like if someone had a camera in that room, they would have thought Pat was trying to rape me. Like it was, I looked up and I'm like, what is going on? He's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to get a little bed. So I like scoot over. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I literally said, yeah, no problem. He's like, is it cool if I get a little blanket? And I like threw it. It was like total Mormon vibes, you know? Like Mormon would have like, yeah, Mormon like weasels his way into you. Like you claim the couch at Dan's house and next thing you know, Mormon spooning you from behind. You're like, how did you get here?
So true.
Dude, that's a good fun fact. Back in Dan's, the big reward when Dan finally gave us the permission to sleep over, it would be who claims the couch first.
Then who got the fish blanket?
So, yes, the fish blanket and the couch. Fish blanket was the big blanket, and the couch was just the comfy couch. What got sleazy was, I think one time one of us claimed the couch. I don't know who it was. It was probably like me or Tom. Like, usually we're the ones that try to like jump on that. But the other person got sleazy, and I think it was Mormon, claimed the couch cushions.
Yeah.
So he said, you can have the fucking couch. I want the cushions. So it got to the point where like you got the couch and you just didn't even get the cushions underneath it. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's such good times.
Yeah, that's awesome.
How many minutes are we in here? 30 already. You said you want to keep it under 30. Should we cut it here? Or?
No, we're not cutting it.
I'm joking.
But we could do some over-unders.
I'm in, bro.
Cool.
I thought of 2 because you told me to, and they're not that good. Can I start off with number 1?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to start off with number 1. It rolls into the Nashville vibes. Live music. What are your thoughts on live music? Over or underrated? Would you rather just like a DJ be playing some stuff, or would you rather a band?
Is a live music a concert?
Whatever you want to make of it. We'll do concert first.
Kind of overrated.
You like that cough?
Yeah, that was nice.
Allergy season, bro.
Yeah. No, I kind of think they're overrated.
See, Nashville is like king of live
I've never
music.
been there.
That will change your mind on
Yeah.
live music. There's so much talent down there, dude. I think Nashville is one of my favorite places to visit.
Yeah.
I like the quick drive, and like I had a good time with Madeline, obviously,
Right.
and then we went with the guys, great time. So
Right.
like, I don't know. I think like my impression on live
Yeah.
music. I've always liked music though too, but there's so much talent down there. It's unbelievable how much like talent there is, and like these people you don't even know their names. Like
Right.
that's how like tough it is to get in the music.
Yeah. That's so cool.
You're saying overrated on live
Yeah, I
music?
think so.
All right, I'm gonna go live or underrated, but I think live music's awesome,
Yeah.
especially if they're talented musicians.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, give me your first.
Okay, my first one, a casual beer.
Like what we're having right
Yeah.
now. I mean, I'm drinking a truly pineapple hard seltzer,
Yeah.
24 ouncer. So I don't know if I'd call this a casual beer.
What do you think?
Tom, a casual beer? No, overrated. I'm just not a drinker, man. I'm gonna be honest.
See, my opinions have changed on this. Since I've been home from school, me, Dan, Anna, and Sam go out either Friday or Saturday, typically on the weekends. Dan and I, girls don't even drink. Dan and I, casual beer every time.
I was hoping you were gonna throw Anna under the bus there because I was
Why?
like, isn't she 20?
She is, but no, she doesn't. They actually don't drink.
I was hoping you'd say that
girl-
you guys all go out for a drink, and I was gonna be like, well, how does Anna get a
The
drink?
girls always talk a big game. They're like, all right, this weekend we're drinking. We get there, and Dan and I are the ones drinking, and we're like, all right, someone
What
else
is Dan
has to drive
ordering?
home.
I'm not trying to shit on Dan. I know you're listening, Dan.
He orders a Miller.
He's a Miller guy?
Yeah, he gets a Miller. I get a Bud Light.
Does he
gets a
choke?
Miller.
Does he choke it down?
No.
He did not like Millers, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Because Anna will give him hell. Yeah. So Anna's like, come on, stop being a pussy. So then Dan's like, ah, fuck. And then I'm like, Dan, come on, like you're falling behind. So then he.
Dan needs to just get into mixed drinks. Like find like a you
Yeah.
know, like a vodka cran or something that you can get into. That's I hope he's watching the YouTube. I'm gonna tell him to watch the YouTube. Dan, I was defending you. No, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm a big Moscow Mule guy. Where do you guys go? Where's your go-to spots?
I fucking love the Winking Lizard.
Moscow Mules from the Winking
I'm
Lizard.
a day one Winking Lizard type guy.
Dude, they got rid of the Skinny Dippers.
I know. I know.
I don't know if I'll ever go back until I hear that those are on the menu. They have great boneless wings.
But think about it. If you don't go to Winking Lizard, you have to go to like Panini's, and then you just see like
everybody.
yeah. When I go out to dinner, like I just want to sit with the people I went with.
Yeah.
It's not a college bar. I'm not going to like fucking.
Okay.
You know?
I was gonna say, but don't say you're going to the Winking Lizard to not run into people. That's literally like 500 feet away.
But like,
Go to fucking Fatheads or something. You guys
everyone
should go
goes
to the
to
brewery.
Panini's.
That's a good spot. Fathead Brewery on 71.
Yeah.
The Bumbleberry and all that. There's some good stuff.
haven't been.
You should go. I think their food's great, and
Yeah.
I love the beer. They have the beer samplers for like $1.50. You get like a bunch of so you could try a bunch of stuff. Don't get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You ever been to the tap room, tap house, something like that? It's on 18.
Why have I heard this?
It's attached to Antonio's maybe pizza. It's attached. Super sick. Have like I'm gonna say a number. This might be outrageous. Like 50 some taps on the wall, and they give you a card.
Oh, you've told me about
Yeah,
this.
they give you a card and you tap it and it like activates it and you just pour however much you want and it charges you by the ounce.
Sounds like they really make money there.
Oh my god, dude! I probably had 3 beers and it was like $40, but it was equivalent to 3 beers. But like I was trying everything.
Yeah, dude. Our new thing is on Thursdays. We didn't go today, obviously. Well, today's Tuesday. Wink,
Yeah.
wink. No, we go on Thursdays. We go to Ethel now.
Yeah.
So we get $5 tanks, $5 any mixed drink or beer, and they're like the big tanks, so
Yeah.
they're huge. So they don't have Miller, sadly, so I go with Mick Ultra. I really just can't drink Bud Light anymore.
Wow.
I think it's because the case race night, as dumb as this sounds, I drank Bud Light. I
Yeah.
think I had like 14 fucking Bud Lights because we were drinking for Big John. Hope you're listening. But yeah, so I just can't drink Bud Light. It just doesn't taste good to me.
Yeah.
But so we go there, and then the food there is like, Preston, it is so good.
Is it?
Like unbelievably presented. Like it looks like it's gourmet. It's cheap because it's a college bar. Like you could take your girlfriend on a date to Ethel for some like brunch or something, and you would know, like you'll walk out and she'll be like it does not seem like you like try to like go to. We could not believe it the first time we went. It was me, Zach, Matt Kravanik, and Josh Dabo. We went and sat down. All the other guys that were out of town or what's going on. Tom was in Dayton. I think Cam came home. Whatever. We usually open up the invite, and we all went, and like it was just us four, and we sat there and just drank and just ate, and we were like in awe with how good the food was. Like it was so good.
Yeah.
Like so we go I know we only have a couple Thursdays left, but we're going every Thursday now because like it's like our thing. You literally for a beer, like you get this big beer, like you get a buzz going, and then you get this food, and it's like $18 after all that. You know what I mean? Like it's so cheap.
That's good.
And like I said, it tastes. It's not like it's just like it's good food. Like it's like I'll show you some pictures after this. It's good food
for sure.
All right, next one I had was hot tubs. This is fucking random. I couldn't think of shit.
So overrated, dude. I have a hot tub. Well, I'm moving.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
moving.
That
was good conversation.
Combo over. I'm moving. Yeah, we had one super nice one. I probably used it. We've had it for probably 2 years. No, fuck no. I take that back. 4 years, and I've probably used it 6 times.
Does anyone use it, or does it just sit there?
It just sits there.
There's some shit that families buy.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna give this a note to everybody. Don't buy a pool table. All right? Don't buy a hot tub unless you have a fucking athlete that's training at your house,
Right.
and that's why you want the hot tub. Those are two great examples of things that like people think are fucking awesome ideas to buy. Like my family has a pool table. That thing does not get used as much as it probably should have, like for the amount you pay for it. Like Cam's family, they host the parties and stuff, so I get the pool table. But like Cam will be the first to tell you, no one uses the pool table unless they have people over, which I get having. Like that makes sense because they're like hosting the people.
Right.
But like just don't buy those things. Save yourself the money.
So with our pool, or not pool table, Jesus Christ, with our hot tub, my mom was at the store. I don't know what store it was. It was like a store that sells like pools, hot tubs.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the one in Medina?
I don't know. I really don't know.
It was
Maybe.
so I don't know if it's
The Great
right there.
Escape?
Yeah, is that what that is?
Maybe
The Great Escape?
something like that. But there was one of like the really nice massage chairs.
I've heard the
Package deal. She's like, yeah, we need that. We use that so much.
Okay.
So much. So like that was worth it to get the hot tub and the massage chair. But
Interesting. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say hot tubs are overrated as well. I'd rather a sauna. The Ohio State. This took a little adjusting to me. So the Ohio State opened up at the RPEC their sauna, and like I'm not used to a unisex sauna, and not that that's like a weird thing. There's females in there, and it's not like people are
right.
It's not like anyone's naked or anything, but like I'm just used to the UXL sauna that's in the men's locker room.
Right.
Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's usually just guys talking sports or whatnot.
Right.
Like really nonchalant things, and now everything is like. It's not awkward, like it's just like different conversation. It's just different. I don't know. Like,
do a lot of females use it?
Yeah, like I go in there all the time, and I'm not I don't know. Like we talk when we're in there. Like it's usually like you're sitting in a fucking 10x10. This sauna's a lot larger than the UXL one, and there's 2 of them, but it's a lot. You have some conversation. I don't know. You just talk about like classes and stuff. It's weird. It's like it's weird talk, but like it took some getting used to at first. I was like, this is kind of weird that there's like
how many people can this sauna fit?
Dude, if you like pack some people in there, at one point everyone was sitting on the top row, everyone was sitting on the bottom row, and there was people standing.
Oh my god!
It's a huge sauna. I'll be honest. It probably could fit like comfortably sitting. I'll give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12-ish.
Wow. That is big.
Yeah, it's and that's comfortably. That's like given like where like the grease ball next to you is not sweating on you.
Right.
Like, I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to say hot tubs, overrated. Saunas, I know that was random, but underrated. I love a good sauna. Have you gone into a sauna?
Nah.
You will this summer when you're lifting with me at UXL. Can we just make that happen? You and Dan.
It's just not gonna happen.
If Dan, I know Dan's still listening because he's probably the only one still listening outside of like family. Dan,
I don't even think my mom still listens.
my dad just told me he's like a week dude. My dad yesterday sent us a text suggesting on having Mitchell Pelkey on. I'm like, Brett, check out our episode 6 weeks ago, bro. He thought you were mad at him. I'm like, we're not mad, dude.
No.
He goes, I'm gonna be honest, I'm really behind, but your mom mentioned we have a 16-hour car ride to pass.
Yeah.
But I told him to listen to Name That Sound because like that's like an episode that like Noah sent me the other day. He was like, hey, I need to check out an episode, and I sent him that. Like that's a fun game to play. If you haven't checked that episode out, like you'll have fun playing that. It's not just us idiots talking.
Right.
I don't know. We're gonna do more stuff like that. I still want to do the Instagram live trivia. Can we promote that now? Yeah. Masters merch, go get it right now.
Yeah.
Kickin'itback.net. Dude, that shit was sick. I still haven't even ordered a shirt
sick.
myself. I'm gonna do it.
I got a phone case on the way. Hype.
Dude, everyone's shipped and yours was pending. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Know.
Did you see that?
Did you approve it?
What do you mean did I approve it? There's nothing to approve.
Yeah, there's a button you can hit to like approve the shipping.
Approve the shipping. You placed that order.
I know. It's weird. It's weird.
How would I have approved it?
Because you placed the last order.
Oh, so you're saying I need to go on and do it?
No, it just got shipped today. I got the notification.
Oh, no, I didn't approve it. But
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. My turn.
The last one.
Movies.
You're talking to the movie king.
Yeah, way overrated. Way.
You know what's weird? I was going to say for the hypothetical we should do something about like never being able to watch a movie or a TV series again. Was going to be my hypothetical. Dude, don't tell me you would just give up movies, documentaries, all kinds of shit. What's your favorite movie of all time?
The Hangover.
Dude, those movies. Have you seen fucking Due Date?
Yeah, I have.
Oh my fuck, dude. I was pissing myself laughing.
If I could erase my memory, I would be so thrilled to watch The Hangover.
You do a good Mr. Chow. Come on, give us a Mr. Chow. Come on, give us one.
I can't, dude.
Dude, I'll put you on the spot.
No, I can't.
Sober up. That one beer's getting to you. Sober up.
No, I can't.
Mr. Chow?
Mrs. Chow?
See, yours kills it compared to mine.
So good.
I did remember that. Dude, I just watched The Hangovers for the first time. Awesome fucking movies, dude.
My favorite fucking part of that movie is when they're like, all right, now give us Doug. They're like, that's not Doug. He's like, what do you mean that's not Doug? This is Doug.
That's Black Dog.
That's Black Dog.
You can take him. Yeah, dude. Hangover. So I heard, what's your Hangover 1?
Yeah.
Have you seen all 3?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Okay.
1's the best.
So I thought 1 was good. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
2, everyone said was hilarious, so I was all excited. I hated 2. Didn't care for 2 at all.
Yeah.
3, I was like crying laughing, dude. All right, I can't like repeat the lines, but the scene where they flash back to when Alan bought the drugs off of Black Dog, dude, that if you go watch that scene, we're gonna pull it up on the TV after this. You're gonna go back and watch that scene, dude. Alan is so funny. Like, he's like, what the hell did you just say to me? Like, it's so good. But yeah, dude, so I watched Due Date.
Yeah.
So I was on Netflix scrolling through. I saw Due Date. I'm like, it looked like Alan from The Hangover. Like, he looked the exact same. So I'm like, all right, I got to check this out. It's the same guy, Zach, whatever his name is. Dude, that movie, for never being told to watch that movie, was like a top 10 funniest movie of all time. Like, unexpectedly. Like, I was on my phone, and I was peeing laughing 30 minutes in. Oh my god, the dog, the scene. Oh, dude, it's so good. Check out Due Date on Netflix if you need a good laugh. It's a dumb movie. I'm not saying the plot or anything's good, but it's so funny. He plays the exact same role as The Hangover.
Definitely.
All right. Sorry, movies are underrated, though.
They're over.
You're really saying overrated.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
I mean, it's a great movie. There's some great movies out there. I just think collectively movies are overrated.
It's a good time to pull up my top 20 movies. I got a challenge for everyone. I think I've talked about this. Pull up your top 20 movies, okay? You're going to make a list. If you're stranded on an island, can only bring 20 movies with you. What 20 movies you making or you taking with you? I got a list on my docs. Madeline's Family inspired this. We got Happy Gilmore. Such a great movie. Undoubtedly my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie. I quote the scenes. Great movie. I have a Happy Gilmore jersey now. It's official. Yeah. Pulp Fiction. A lot of people, I don't know. That's a mixed emotion one. Everyone, they say it's one of the greatest. I think there are a lot of people don't like it though. So, whatever. What else we got in here? The Greatest Showman.
It's a good one.
That's a great movie, bro. The Greatest Game Ever Played. the golf movie.
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah.
Disney Plus. Awesome movie. The Great Gatsby's another. Daddy's Home 2. I know you've seen that one. We love that
So
one.
good.
That's a great Christmas movie.
That is
Underrated.
great-
That's
yeah.
like Die Hard. That's our generation's Die Hard.
Yeah.
Creed 2's in there. Come on. The Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street might be a little overrated. Debate that one. Wolf of Wall Street. Over under. It's tough to say that movie's underrated. It's funny, but dude, is it that good?
No, it's really good, but like, the one night I was like, all right, Sam, we're gonna watch. She's like, I've never seen The Wolf of Wall Street. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna watch it. I put it on, and I didn't realize how much like stock, like oriented it is. Like like she was like, I have no clue what's going on. I'm like, all right, yeah. I
I rewatched it recently, and it was
yeah.
weird how much more my knowledge is.
And
to
it's very in depth with the stock market, and like you kind of actually have to have knowledge on it to fully grasp the concept of like what the fuck was going on.
For sure. Yeah, dude. It's, I don't know. Have you ever seen The Big Short? It's another stock movie about like the '08.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talk a lot about that in school, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
A lot of these people keep telling me not to worry. We don't think it's going to happen. You know, a couple of the yield curves and all that just became inverted, and then it shifted back right away. They're saying don't worry about any recessions, but I don't know. Tom has been saying when we graduate there will be a recession. He's been saying that since like senior year of high school. Now that's just like a total Tom call bold comment. Yeah. To put this in existence, we've probably talked about this, but in freshman year, Tom would make so many of these bold predictions that we made him start to write them on our board and hang them up so we could hang them in the wrong column when they weren't true, because he would like go for the bold prediction.
And then when one was right, he'd be like, I called it.
Yeah, like, Tom, you have us 18 a week, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had to do that. But, all right, do we have any hypotheticals?
No, we're going to skip it this week, and we're going to have people send them in for next week, and we're going to pick one for the next week.
Fine by me. So, fuck Cam, fuck you and your hypotheticals. We are rolling into the guest hypotheticals.
For 1 week.
I can't even talk, dude.
Guest appearance. But you do have a song of the week, don't you?
Oh, I do. We'll think of this one on the head because I didn't have one.
Here we go.
Shit. We'll go One Too Many. Keith Urban and Pink.
Oh, okay.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
I should do. What's the one Keith Urban song? Someone Like You. Is that a Keith Urban song? Anyways,
I'm really not good with songs.
Okay.
I'm not good with song titles. I can sing a lot of them.
Yeah. Anyways, this is like a Nashville anthem. I gave the boys a heads up. I think it's something like you or someone like you. Maybe someone like you. I don't know. It's a Keith Urban song. I said, be prepared. You will hear this a bunch. Ready for this? The way Nashville works, a lot of these bars are 3-4 stories. Yeah. You go to floor 1, there's a band playing down there. As soon as you step onto floor 2, you can't hear floor 1 anymore. It's weird how it's like architected, but it's like, I don't know if that's the right word, but anyways, we literally went to floor 2. We were sitting there having our first beer, heard the song. I'm like, yep, there it is, the first time. We went up to floor 4, heard the song again. Different band. I was like, dude, I told you guys you're gonna hear this song. So now like we all play it. It's like kind of like the like thing, like you just play that song. But yeah, so we're gonna go One Too Many. Keith Urban and Pink, great song. I don't know, man. This was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed sitting. We're sitting back. We're on the couch. We're drinking some couple drinks. Back in town. The plan moving forward, we kind of didn't touch on this.
No.
It's a little chaotic right now.
We're going to be here, hopefully.
We're hoping.
As long as you don't move.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the plan right now. Right. I'm going to have to take out a loan if I'm moving anytime soon in the next couple weeks. So, yeah, but right now, plan is, guys, stay with us. All right, we have some guests. We have some people lined up. The problem is we're at the point where we don't want to short anyone. We have this studio now. We have this atmosphere we like, we enjoy. We just want to, we don't want to short any guests and be like, hey, can you do a Zoom? You know, that's just not fun.
Right.
We would rather have people in, have some engagement. Maybe if they want to have a drink or something, we'll do that.
Right.
We got a liquor store right across the street now. This is a perfect setup. Just stay with us. I don't know. Anything else you want to add?
Not really.
Speak something into existence. By August, what's a goal?
For this or just life or?
Give me one of each if you got one.
August. I'm going to be one of the top performers at my
I like
job.
that. I like that. All right, now give me one for the podcast. This is tough. This is tough on the spot.
I want to reach 2,000 followers on Instagram. It's really been just bothering me that we haven't hit that mark after reaching 1,500 so fast.
Yeah, and then it dropped. I don't know, man. People are bored of us. We suck.
It's tough.
It's because we take breaks to do fucking school shit. Why don't you guys get off our backs for a couple weeks, all right? Come May, dude, we're going to get some merch, the golf outing.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that. We're going to do that this summer. That's my goal for this podcast. by August, we will have a golf outing either set.
Yeah.
We will have done a golf outing. I don't know. Stay tuned for that. We're going to be all over our social medias when we figure out the details.
Yeah.
The goal is to figure that out in May. I am excited for that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I think, dude, we're gonna put it. See, that's one of our biggest problems. We don't make a lot of money, and then when we do, we fucking like go give it away to like stupid shit. We're like, all right, who wants a free hoodie? We're gonna hop on a thing and probably have to send. I'm not gonna speak too much, but we gotta send some people some things. So like we're gonna be sending out free shit. Here we go. Like you know the guys that reported a negative earning in fucking 2021, we're gonna give away more stuff. That's the solution. That's why we do it. We have fun. We love everyone. Goal for myself. I'm gonna jump in here. I don't know what I want to say though. I shouldn't have done this. I want to change the world. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it bold. I fucking want to change the world. Whether that be one person's life or fucking a million people's lives. I don't know. Next August, I want to do something that changes. Maybe that's be nice at the grocery store. I don't know. Yeah. I was at Chipotle the other day. This is random act of kindness to end your day.
Yeah.
I got the long line, right? You're already in a kind of a grumpy mood because you're like, damn, I just had to wait 10 minutes for this fucking burrito. Go through, the line workers are kind of being a little mean. They're a little frustrated. Yeah. I'm not taking it personal. And then I get to the register. And this guy is like in the best spirit I've ever seen a human being in. Yeah. So I looked at him. I go, I want you to know, like, your energy and mood at the end of this line kind of just like sparked me. Well, I literally told that to him. He was like, you just made my day. I'm like, no, you made my day. Like, don't let me make your day. Like, that, you did this to me. Yeah. Like, I'm just returning the favor. He, like, was so happy about it. And he just really did have, like, an awesome energy. I was like, you need that. After you get through the gauntlet of this line, you need you at the end. I go, you are perfect for this job. Like, I don't know. Not that that's his career path, but some people are just meant to work the register. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a random fact either. Did you know? Oh, you got something.
Did you know?
I was going to toss it back to you.
Hats were invented in Portugal. Jaret, take us out.
Thanks for kicking it back with Jaret and Preston. Peace out. I tried flipping it.